Hello, it's Abigail of Ground and Grow Yoga, and today I have a sun salutation practice for you. So we're going to be going over Surya Namaskar A, B, and C. If you already know how to do these sun salutations safely, as well as all of the modifications, or just ready to jump into the practice because you've done this video before, you can find our A flow here, B flow here, C flow here, or all of them here. So go ahead and skip to that part of the video. Otherwise, we're going to be learning how to safely move through sun salutations. So sun salutations are great for warming up, but they also use the entire body. And so it's very easy to get kind of into the flow and forget to have the integrity in the movements. So I'll be offering some modifications and things that you can do. If you would like to see more videos like this where I break down sequences, please let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers allow me to continue to make free content. So let's hop on the mat and get started. Come to stand nice and tall in the center of your mat. And you want to make sure that your feet are spread out. And your feet can be hip width apart. And then allow the shoulders to come down and back, really releasing the shoulders. Lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. And allow the eyes to close. Just check in with how the body's feeling today. Don't criticize or try to change anything. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice if you have a lot of energy or if you feel stagnant or tired. Notice any areas that feel tight. And notice if you want to slouch down. And start to lengthen the inhales and the exhales, either in and out through the nose or in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to set an intention for today's practice. So mine is going to be, I am energized and I am present. So I am energized and I am present. Pick something that resonates with you today. An I am statement. And repeat it silently to yourself 3 times. We are going to be doing variations on sun salutations today, but before we do, I want to go through the different postures so that we know what postures are available to us and what modifications we can do when we start to flow through kind of the routine. So the first thing that the sun salutations start with is an upward salute. So you're just going to bring your arms out and up. Palms can kiss together. If this feels too tight in the shoulders, you can just have the arms out to the side. Just make sure to keep the shoulders down. You also have the option here of coming a little bit into a back bend. So we're bringing the shoulders down and the fingertips back. So that's an option if the arms feel nice and open. Next is our prayer position. We're pressing palms together. Being present in each of these movements. After the salute comes our forward fold, so remembering to hinge from the hips, keeping the back as straight as possible for as long as possible before rounding over. And you can always bend the knees here to release tension in the back of the legs. So if the back of the legs feels really tight, you can bend the knees. You also have the option here while doing sun salutation to have the feet all the way in touching each other or out hip width apart. I enjoy having them hip width apart for balance. I'm just feeling more stable. Inhale, come halfway up. And then release down. Hands come to the mat, spread the fingers wide. And traditionally, we would step back to plank. You do have the option to come to your knees here, but make sure to send the hips forward. Come into that plank variation. We don't want to be back, but sending it down, really engaging the core. And you have options whether or not to lower down in a straight line or lower in a straight line from your knees. Or traditionally, it's going to be chaturanga. So we have our plank here, and we want to be really firm in the hands. Then we're sending our weight forward and then coming down. So you're sending your weight all the way towards the front of the mat, coming out over your elbows, and that takes a lot of work. So I recommend just coming down straight to the mat from plank. Once we're here, we have options for cobra. You can either place hands under shoulders and come up into a mini or baby cobra. Or you can bring the hands out a little bit wider to come up further. Or you can bring them all the way wide to come all the way up. What you do want to make sure is if you're coming all the way up that you're really engaging the core and really pressing into the legs so that we're not just dumping into the low back. Good, release. And then you're either going to press back up to plank, or you can press to our tabletop position. So again, I'm just going through the options here before we start flowing through. I will remind you of the options as we go. From here, curl the toes under, press the tailbone up towards the sky, press into the hands, and we're in downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here. And then we would walk the hands, or the feet rather, to the hands. To move into Sun Salutation B, after our upward salute, we would then come down into chair pose, really pressing the toes and knees together, engaging the core and sending the tailbone down towards the mat. Arms can either come to prayer or up to the sky. And then release down to our forward fold there. And then we would go through what we just had salutation-wise that way, except that when we were in downward facing dog, we would step the foot forward to come in to high lunge. So you have options here. You can keep it in high lunge, really pressing back through the foot, bending into the front knee. Or you can turn the foot, walk this knee out to come into warrior one. So it's whatever feels more stable for you, either being in lunge or warrior one. Both have similar benefits in the legs. Release whatever you did to that side, making sure we do it to the other side. Breathing here. And release. Walk the feet back up. And the last variation, so Sun Salutation C, when we come down, we're going to bring the hands down and immediately step the foot back to come into low lunge. And arms come up. So from here, we bring the hands down, flow through our plank, down to our stomach, back up, down dog, and then walk it into switch. But we'll just switch here for now. So if low lunge does not feel comfortable, if it hurts the hips or the front of the leg, the psoas, you can always come back to that high lunge or warrior one because it's more up and it's not going to hurt the knees. So that's an option for you there. Release to come to all fours. We're going to do a couple quick cat-cows to warm ourselves up here before we start flowing in our sun salutations. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, round. Really draw the navel in towards the spine. Couple more with your breath. Good. Release. Curl the toes under, descend, tailbone up, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in. And slowly roll up. Sun Salutation A. Our first one, we're going to hold each position and breathe into it to feel the flow, and then we will get progressively faster as we move through. So inhale, arms come up, exhale in the posture. Inhale, exhale, fold forward through prayer. Breathing here in our forward fold, remembering you can bend the knees. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, step back to plank or lower the knees to come into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up into whatever variation you want for cobra. Couple breaths here, really engaging the core, engaging the feet on the mat. Release, inhale, push back up to plank or to tabletop. Exhale, push back to downward dog. Pedaling it out here. Tailbone up towards the sky. And then walk the feet in. Slowly roll your way up. Arms come up. And then down to prayer. Take a couple breaths here, recalling your attention, your intention. So I am energized. I am present. Keeping in whatever variations feel good for your body. We're going to go again, only faster this time, moving with the breath. So we move on an inhale and then an exhale. So each movement belongs to half of the breath. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You did it. You did a full sun salutation. We're going to do 3 more of those before we move to sun salutation B. If at any point your arms or legs get tired, you can always move back into table or into child's pose, and then meet back up with us. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And again. Moving with your breath. One more time. Good. Standing here, shift the weight side to side. Release the shoulders down. Press the palms together and maybe close the eyes. Checking in to see how your body feels after our first set of sun salutations. Noticing any areas that maybe feel more open, or maybe you're noticing that you're hot. So sun salutations do warm up the muscles and get the heart rate going. So they're great to do in the morning to energize you for the day. Just notice how you feel and be accepting of it. Recall your intention to mind. I am energized. I am present. Repeat it to yourself. We'll move into sun salutation B. First time through, moving slowly and holding the postures. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, toes come in. and we come down to our chair pose. Either hands in prayer or hands can stay up. Really pressing the legs together. You could also use a block here for stability. Release down into our forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Step back to plank or plank on the knees or tabletop. And then come down to the mat. Maybe playing with a different cobra variation as we've warmed up the low back some. And then either pressing to tabletop or to plank to come back to downward dog. Pedal it out here. Notice how it feels now that we've been in down dog a few times. Noticing whether the backs of the legs feel a little looser. They're still getting there. Don't worry about getting the heels all the way down to the mat. Just worry about the length in the spine. Inhale in, send the right foot up. Exhale, draw or carry it through to the front. You can also do this on your knees to get there. And then either staying here, really pressing actively out through the heel, bending into that front knee, arms come up in our lunge, or again, moving the front foot out, bringing the back foot down flat and turn to the side in warrior one. So whichever variation you want to take, breathing here. Nice and strong, feeling the energy flowing. Hands release down, and you can either step right back to downward dog or come down through our vinyasa. We all meet back in downward dog. Send the left foot up towards the sky. Left foot comes through. And we're in lunge on the other side. Remember, you can bring it into warrior one. Feeling any shake, any movement as we get the blood going, the oxygen going. Release, either come right back to downward dog or flow through vinyasa. Good. From down dog, we all walk the feet back up. Knees come in together. Send the tailbone down to come up into our chair. And then we all come back up, hands to prayer. So this one, more challenging than the first one. So take a second here to catch your breath and check in with the body. Good, moving with the breath. Inhale, Arms come up. Exhale, down into chair. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, step back to plank or to the knees and lower. Inhale, cobra of your choice. Exhale, press up to plank and back to down dog through the knees. Inhale, leg comes up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, the other leg goes up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. We're all in plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Press back to downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Walk the feet up. Inhale, drop down into chair. Exhale, we come back up. Breathing here before we repeat it 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Either go through chaturanga, down and back to down dog, or just meet me here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. One more time. Hopefully you're feeling everything moving, feeling more energized. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, right foot up, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, you can come through here, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, or you can hang out in down dog in between. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Flow through or meet me in down dog. Breathing here. And then walk the feet up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer. Good. Check in with the body again, noticing how you feel now. Noticing any areas that feel looser, any areas that maybe feel like they're being used more, might feel a little bit fatigued. Notice those things. It's important to listen to your body and make sure that we don't let our pride or our vanity get the better of us as far as maybe you don't take that extra vinyasa. Maybe you stay in down dog. Sun salutations are also one of the things that make yogis call down dog a resting pose, because it definitely feels more restorative than the flowing back and forth, even though it is a lot of arm strength. Hands come together in prayer. Recall your intention from the beginning of practice and repeat it to yourself. I am energized and I am present. Remember with Sun Salutation, C, if you don't want to come down into low lunge, just continue in the high lunge variation, only without chair this time, which makes it nicer. So, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, we come halfway up. Exhale, we come down and place the hand. Inhale, we step back. Exhale, we lower the knee. And inhale, we lift the arms. So hang out here for a second, really squaring the hips. You might walk this knee out. Breathing here. Hands come down and either press back to plank or downward dog. So if we press to plank, we're coming down again, up, and to down dog. Or we're just hanging out in down dog. And this is a point in the practice where you might just want to move to down dog. Step the left foot forward to come into our low lunge on the other side. Good. And then back to down dog. Walk the feet in. Come up and to prayer. Doing that 2 times. So inhale, exhale, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, step the foot back, lower, inhale, up, exhale, hands come down and step back. Either come back to down dog or exhale down to the belly. Inhale to lift. Exhale, downward dog. Opposite leg. Exhale, step it back. Down dog. Walk the feet up. And come back to prayer. One more time. And roll up. Nicely done. The last thing to do is to put it all together. And then we'll be coming down to the mat and closing things out. Sun Salutation A. We'll connect right into B. We'll connect into C. We'll move slowly through the first time. And then we'll move through with me cueing the breath, and then we'll move through once with no cueing, because it's hard to talk while doing it. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale, step the feet back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale plank. Inhale down dog. Exhale, feet come in. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Then right into B. Inhale. Exhale. Down into chair. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step it back and come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press to plank and down dog. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, either low lunge or warrior one. Exhale, down. Step the foot back, either to come down through plank, cobra, and then to down dog, or just to down dog. Left leg comes up and through. Lunge or warrior one. Hands come down. Either move through your vinyasa or come back to down dog. Walk the feet in. And roll up. Into C. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Step the right foot back. Coming up. Low lunge. Hands come down. Step back to plank. Lower down. Come up. Come down. Down dog. Step the opposite foot forward. Arms come up. They come down. Step back and either move through your vinyasa or come right to down dog. And walk the feet in. Roll your way up. Here we go, moving a little bit quicker. I'll still try to cue, and then we'll move into doing it with your own breath. So inhale up, exhale down, inhale back and lower, inhale up, exhale back, inhale, walk the feet forward, exhale, come up, inhale up, exhale down, inhale, hands come down, exhale, step back and come down, inhale up, exhale, press back to down dog, inhale, foot comes up and through on the exhale, inhale, arms come up, exhale, arms come down and step back. You can also move down through the vinyasa or right to down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, arms come up, exhale, arms come down. Either move through vinyasa or come right to your downward dog. Inhale, feet come up. Exhale, come up to chair. and release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, come down, step back to plank. Move down, up into cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Opposite foot. Arms come up. Arms come down. Either go through a flow or meet in downward dog. Exhale, move forward. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale to prayer. So this last time, you're on your own. Listen to your body. If you mess up the flow, you didn't mess it up. As long as you're moving and as long as you're listening to your body, you're doing a great job. So here we go with your own breathing. Good. If you haven't finished yet, finish, don't rush. And then everyone slowly bend the knees and bring the hands down. Come down to our mat. From here, bring the hands behind you and allow the legs to windshield wiper back and forth. So we've done a lot of work today. Focusing in on that breath, trying to increase the length of the exhales. Feet come out straight in front of you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge at the hips to allow the hands to come forward, palms up. So we're allowing the back to round, chin comes in towards chest. Slowing down that heart rate. Slowly roll up. Take the left leg, bend the knee and bring it over. Hug it into the chest and maybe you stay here. Or maybe you inhale, arms up. Exhale, come into a twist. Really keeping the chest nice and open. Keeping that length in the spine. Release. Bend the right leg, bring it over. Again, either just holding it in towards the chest or inhale, arms come up. Exhale into that twist. Release. Bend the legs to come into a comfortable seat. Bring the right arm across, holding the wrist. Make sure the shoulder is down. Switch. Remembering to breathe. Give yourself a big hug. Switch arms on top. Place the left arm down on the mat, stretch to the side. And then switch. Bring the feet out in front of you again, bending the knees. We're going to scoot the hips forward and roll down onto our backs. Allow the feet to head out towards the bottom of the mat. Arms can lay wherever is comfortable for you. And I want you to do a scan of the body again. Noticing how the body feels after today's practice. Noticing whether you feel energized, whether you feel powerful. We did a lot of work, so you're going to feel it in the different muscles, hopefully in a good way. Hopefully they feel strong as well as lengthened. And repeat your intention again to yourself. I am energized. I am present. Even though it might feel counterintuitive, we're going to move now into Shavasana. So we're really cementing the things that we did into the body and allowing the body to recuperate. So settling in, blocking out the outside world. If the mind starts to wander, draw it back into the body, focusing in on the breath, and really feel supported by your mat today. And you'll hear my voice again in a few minutes. Slowly start to draw your attention back to the body. Starting to find a little bit of movement by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Doing little circles with the wrists. And a windshield wipering the feet back and forth. Reaching the arms up over the head to get a nice stretch here. Before turning on to one side. It can be really tempting to kind of skip Shavasana, but it's so important for building in that rest. Listening to the body. Slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Hands rest wherever is comfortable on the legs. Take a deep inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for taking this time for yourself today, and thank you for taking this time with me. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like as well as comment and subscribe. Subscribers allow me to continue to make free content. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy the videos in this playlist here. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.